Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Howdy people, how we doing? It looks like we are live. We're all set and ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and relax my voice as I'm talking now because that 1 hour 50-minute show appears to have ripped my dorsal tones out. So, you know how excited I get doing these shows. Looking competitive. In actual fact, it's looking more healthy than Bcrash right now. Let's have a quick look at the markets. Bitcoin down in 12th position here. Let's see what's been going on today. Oh, in the green. Ooh, might be a good time to be getting in. I think I might try and go in with what little I have left for this month. Yeah, definitely a good time to be getting in then. So this is on the week. So this would have been what, 2-3 days ago now. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of holding steady and then it's just starting to climb. Not that I'm a trader or anything, I'm an investor. Yeah, if I'd gone in yesterday, would have been around there. So yeah, good time to get in. Exciting times for us Bitcoiners. We deserve it. You know, treating your bad self to a Bitcoin at just $160. So I actually am, I know I said Bitcoin's probably going to be like, 40 million in 20 years. I am actually reducing that to 10 years. That's what I honestly think. Just because having seen the amount of development and the companies that are now on board with the announcement that were made at CoinGeek, I was just like, wow, this is absolutely sensational. And if we have a look here at some of Satoshi's quotes, here we go. This is the one. Check this out. So he says, I'm sure that in 20 years, there will either be a very large transaction volume or no volume. And that's Satoshi Nakamoto. So, and that would have been prior to the Bitcoin network being started. So the first 10 years, he knew that he literally could not, get involved with the growth of the network in any way, shape or form because it would have undermined its credibility. So there literally had to be no, central point of control, authority, or influence on the network, because that is the period of decentralization, or neutrality, if you want to call it, because decentralization and neutrality can't just simply be made up overnight, unlike what all these shitcoiners seem to think to it. So I'm just like now is the time where he's putting his foot down. So I honestly think, we're going to be, 40 million does seem an awful lot, but when you fully understand this thing, it's just like, this thing could go absolutely nuts. Like literally, it'd be like, £10,000, £100,000, $1 million in no time. Like in no time. And if it does happen, it just means that, my prediction here was correct. My fundamental understanding is right. And everyone else in this chat box as well, we can all contribute towards helping other people understand this as well. If the predictions are right, then it's just like, yeah, I got this. I get it. I totally get it. So I'm not going to be shocked when it hits over 1 million. To be honest with you, when it gets to 1 million, I'll have more than I'll know what to do with, more than I ever dreamed of having. So it's just like, well, what am I going to do with it? Like, I'm not going to give it away, because if you just simply give things to people, they don't appreciate them. It's just, all right, what do I do? What do I do to get more money? Well, you just ask people for it and they'll just give it to you. No, that doesn't do anybody any good whatsoever. I will be trying to contribute to the world in some way, whether it's like investing in probably invest in environmental companies, maybe educational companies, all sorts. But cross that bridge when we come to it. This was again just something that I'd picked up on one of these YouTuber videos, and the title was here. It said $4,000 to $1 in 5 minutes. DeFi hot dog and pizza present free fall on their first day. So I was like, this is like shitcoin pizza day. That's when I was like, someone they actually used the term Ponzi-nomics. I was like, that is actually quite funny actually. So I was like, yeah, shitcoin traders use Ponzi-nomics. Initially there was Bitcoin, then came Ponzi-nomics. First, there was shitcoins, because obviously, Blockstream had prevented Bitcoin from scaling, so it couldn't work. So everyone else is looking for something else, which means that all these shitcoins, their speculative price is against the fundamental value of Bitcoin, because they all think Bitcoin can do more, but they know that it can't do more at the moment because, Blockstream have prevented it from scaling and said you're not meant to use it. And it's just, don't use it. Oh, it's not meant to be big because it's censorship resistant. Just, don't side chains and all that shit. Just don't use Bitcoin. It's crackers. Yeah. And the second there was the multi-chain. So that's when, Link came along, Chainlink came along. Oh, Chainlink is linking chains, cross-chain, blah, blah, blah. And Polkadot as well. That was like a multi-chain piece of shit. And then came DeFi, with the yield farming and stuff like this. So I've just said the next Ponzi-nomic phrase is set to be non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs that are not, in fact, NFTs. It's just going to be the next scam. Like literally just the next scam. You can risk trying to get in and make money from it, but who's to say it just so it simply won't be the next pizza finance? It'd be like that guy who we saw the other day who lost literally 130 grand in 60 minutes.
Oh, it's fantastic, man.
See, and this is like Andre from Phantom now, but he's obviously now Andre from Uniswap. And this discussion here was actually the title was fast, powerful, and ready for the Internet of Things and smart cities for the future. So they were talking about the actual the usage applications for cryptocurrencies and distributed ledger technologies. Now, they were talking about they had all these ideas and what it could be used for, but the issue was transactions per second. Like, literally, I had no idea that the issue of transactions per second seems to be so great. These networks, literally, they cannot do it. Bitcoin is the only one capable of handling this. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. So these guys, they were on the right track, but on the wrong chain. It's now time for Ding a Dong. So we'll do the ones that I already know. Put your Handcash handles and pay mails in the chat box. Let's get this done. And I was going to say, yeah, as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch you guys tomorrow. See you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity, free for 15 hours. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below.